shoot. Yeah, you don't want your shoulders to be like that. And why your shoulders are weak isn't because they're weak, it's because the surrounding muscles in the very back, such as the rotator cuff, is very weak. So we want to strengthen them with my top 3 exercises to do as a beginner. Do rotator cuff exercises like these, or even like these wall slides, or even like these shoulder external rotation exercises. At the end of the day, you're missing on one thing, which is joint stability. So the first movement is very basic. It requires no equipment whatsoever. It's gonna be learning what we call shoulder CARs, controlled articular rotation. You're gonna start with the closed fist right here, and we're gonna learn the different movements. You're gonna bring your arm to the chest. I wanna keep your elbows as straight as possible. Bring it up into the midline right here. And I want you to form a circle so you only go at the greatest, safest range of motion. So nothing like compensating with that low back, trying to rotate as much as possible. You bring it up into the center. You bring it up as high as you can without your thoracic spine extending. So you keep it straight up here. And then from here, you want to internally rotate that arm to the side as much as possible. And then from here, you want to extend that arm without raising that shoulder. So this is what we call compensations, and that require scapula stability. So once you extend, this is what we call shoulder extension. You bring it back. Same thing goes for the other side. You extend all the way back. You externally rotate that shoulder. So you bring the palms up in toward the front there. You bring it up all the way around, and notice that I'm not compensating with my low back or my mid back, and I'm fully in control of that movement. And I want you to do 5 times a week for 15 seconds each arm. The second movement, we're gonna work on shoulder internal and external rotation. That's what most people lack in their joint specific training. So you're gonna need a couple of dumbbells. If you have at home, it could be light as 3 pounds or even just 1 pound. What you'll do is lie down on your back with your back touching the floor. And you're gonna place your arms in 90 degree position. So nothing like this, keep it at 90 degree. Same thing for the other hand. You're gonna start in a resting position right here, and you're gonna internally rotate that arm until that point where you feel like you're lifting off. So you wanna stop at the point where your back of your shoulder right here is lifting off the ground. So once you're at that end range, you're gonna stop that internal rotation, come back up in toward the center 90 degrees, and then externally rotate that shoulder. So once you externally rotate, I don't want this low back to come off the ground. So it looks like that. A lot of times most compensations occur from that. So you extend all the way to the back right here, coming in toward the center, and coming back down. And you should be doing as well 3 times a week of 7 reps each side. So 7 rotations. Right here. Extend all the way back and go through the greatest, safest range of motion without any sharp pain. If there's sharp pain, decrease that range, take that weight away. For the last movement, we are working on our shoulder flexion. So working on strengthening our scapulas right here in an overhead position. You're gonna be needing a dowel, find a broomstick in your home, whatever works best for you. And you're gonna be in like a stretch position right here. So you're gonna be lying down and having the arm in a stretch position. So your arm placement should be slightly a bit higher, and you wanna lean down until you feel a stretch. You should be feeling a stretch right back right here, and also feeling it right here. That's where the stretch is. And from here, I want you to come up a little bit off and then raise. If this feels really, really easy, I want you to lower down into a position where your arms are overhead and then actively raise. So I don't want any of this to raise. That's the most common compensations. So you want to just locate that shoulder joint right here and actively raise up. So you're doing 5 reps on this arm, and then also 5 reps on the other arm. And I want you to notice if there's any compensations that occur, or you feel any weakness or tightness that have in the rotator cuff, any sort of pain. 2, 3, 4, and 5. So those are the top 3 exercises that you'll be able to F that shoulder and not be able to feel any pain when you're throwing that ball. If you struggle with problems like these, make sure to check out my YouTube videos that will be posted weekly and comment below which one you want to work on. As well, I have my private community for any customized programs. Just message me on my Instagram.